All right, so after maybe a little over a month, we are back with Choujin X Chapter 53 Part 1, and we began with a nice, healthy recap about what's going on, who's where, who's situated, in the tower, all before we dive straight into the shits with Bader Vlad. Now, in a sense, I feel like this is a reintroduction of his character because although we have come across Vlad in past chapters and he's also had dialogue, Ishida was able to maintain a level of mystery surrounding him. And now with Chapter 53, I think Vlad has fully emerged, and it's looking like he's gonna put Azuma in a situation where either he has to be rescued by Sandek or he flat out gets abducted again. Because look, bro, not only did he rip out BB's heart, he goes ahead and eats it. Further along, he tanks some magic, and then he swags on them with dialogue. And I think he might have some teleportation type capabilities, either that or he's just really fast. Now, as far as Denku goes, it's looking like Yamato Mori has another pack on the list, but with all things considered, I think he had it easier than other people this chapter. Now, as for the Bader backstory, now, first things first, when I seen a picture of this dude, I told myself out loud that he was gorgeous, and I'm glad that Ishida agrees as well, right? He's the heartthrob general or something like that. I'm just saying, bruh. It's Eren Yeager, and there's Bader Vlad. Now, one thing I did find interesting about Bader's backstory is that he's actually not from Yamato, but rather a middle country between Antoland and, of course, Yamato. And not only that, but his country was actually the first to be invaded by Gyalta during the war, so I would have to assume that he and the Bucket Choujin are on the same page when it comes to people from Gyalta. Now, when it comes to all of the characters that we have been introduced to in this series, it feels like Bader Vlad was the Choujin X that was never officially the Choujin X in terms of like the details of his story, because it's I don't know, man, I really fuck with it, and it just goes to show the range of power there is in this series in terms of the power level that is, because just from that story alone, it seems as if Bader Vlad would be capable enough to maintain his own land, but the thing that draws him back is the fact that he's actually not the strongest Choujin. Like, there are Choujin who are more powerful than Vlad, which is insane. Another thing we learned about Vlad is his obsession, or the root of his power, is the fact that he's obsessed with war, right? And what a cliffhanger, right? Like, dog, if anything was wrong with this chapter, it was that it was too short, but I'm looking at this on the bright side. I feel like we're gonna get back into the weekly or like half-week type chapters, because this one was a real breeze, right? The artwork was beautiful. We, were reintroduced with the recap, and then, teased with the action, right? Because I feel like, bro, we are just getting started, right? This was a little snippet. That's what it felt like a little teaser, like a soft release, pause. But once again, thank you. Welcome back. It's been a minute. I think I'm a bit rusty, but it's all good. Thank you, take care, and peace.